I'm often asked why we aerate lawns, and the answer's simple: it has a great impact on them. What we're doing is essentially putting holes into the lawn. Those holes create unimpeded root growth channels. They also increase the air and water flow through to the root zone. Not only that, but they decompact the lawns. The process of aeration can be done at any time of year. Whether you're in the middle of summer or the middle of winter, you can still aerate, but just be careful of your soil type and conditions and the tine you're using. The two types of aeration you've probably heard of are hollow core tine aeration and solid tine aeration. This is the hollow core tine, and what this does is punch into the soil comes through here and is ejected. That creates an actual soil displacement. It's great for when you're going to be dressing the lawn afterwards. And this one is the solid tine, and that just creates a hole into the soil, often deeper. Two of the other types of aeration that we sometimes use that you may not have heard of are slit tining and fracture tining. The slit tinings get right down into the soil profile and prune the roots, and they leave very little surface disturbance. So it's really good for sports pitches and that sort of thing. Fracture tining are really great for clay soils, heavy clay soils, and what that fracture tining does, it's slightly offset and it heaves the soil as it rolls over them and creates lots of fissures, and those fissures create better drainage and better airflow through the soil. When we're aerating lawns, we have the choice of two different types of machine: the rotation or drum machine and the reciprocating or cam driven machine. Here's an example of both. Here's your drum machine, which is essentially exactly that, motorised to push forward and has a set of tines that dig into the floor. They could be hollow, slit, fracture, whatever. You'll tend to get more tines on each of those drums than you would use on the reciprocating machine, which is this one. And here you can see this is cam driven, so it pushes up and down. I mentioned that aeration can be completed at any time of year, but there are some provisos, and that's really down to soil type and soil condition and type of tine. So if you've got a very dry soil, a sandy soil, I would avoid aerating in the middle of summer because you're creating a bigger surface area, and that leads to more evaporation and dries the soil out. Conversely, if you've got a very heavy soil, a clay soil, in the depths of winter, that's going to be very, very wet, and you don't want to be putting machines on it then because you can smear the soil and that does more damage than good. To get the most from your aeration, apply a soil conditioner just afterwards. That'll do a number of things. One, it'll increase the microflora in the soil, so the bacteria, fungi and algae that naturally occur, it'll increase their production rates. It'll also inhibit the breakdown of rooting hormones. So those rooting hormones stick around the soil a bit longer, so the roots grow much better. That combined with your aeration, and you're going to have some great results.